I'm Jason Whiteley with Bernadine Steptoe from our political production at Channel 8 Inside Texas Politics. Bud Kennedy, of course, every morning, Sunday morning rather, at 9 a.m. here talking about the governor's race. This is one that people statewide are looking at. The Democrats have two people battling it out for governor. You have former Dallas County Sheriff Lupe Valdez, and you have Andrew White, entrepreneur from down in Houston, who, of course, is the son of the late Governor Mark White, who served back in 83 to 87, I believe. Andrew White has kind of shown up quite a few people. He's gotten a little more cash, quite a bit more cash, to run against Lupe. What does this mean for the former sheriff? Don't everybody jump at once. What do you think, Bud?
I looked at Bud because our former sheriff, the question is, why did she ever get in the race in the first place? And the hopes, if she was depending upon the Hispanic vote, to at least push her into a runoff. Well, when she gets into the general, if she should win it, that Hispanic vote is not guaranteed there because Governor Abbott did well among Hispanic voters, particularly in the state of Texas.
And he's working on that. Yes. Make that a priority, especially in the Valley.
I think, considering Valdez's slow start, I think we have to look at this Democratic ballot and say it's a three-way race right now. Grady Yarborough has won nominations to the Democratic Party over and over and over again without spending a dime just because his name is Yarborough. He's gotten 40% of the vote. I think it's entirely possible that he might make a runoff against Andrew White ahead of Valdez. Valdez needs the votes out of the Valley. Andrew White obviously is spending money and is building his name ID for a fall campaign. Andrew White looks like a shoo-in in this race, but it's a long ballot. There's like 11 candidates. Andrew White's like on the bottom in some of the key counties. The ballot's different in every county, and you have to dig deep to find Andrew White. It's going to be a real jumble, and it may be a lot of candidates with 10-15% of the vote.
That's a good point, because we talked about the sheriff and we talked about Andrew White, but there's Jeffrey Payne, the Dallas businessman, Grady Yarborough. There are a number of others who are also running for this seat. You brought up a great point, though. There are a lot of people on the ballot, and for someone to go down through there and search for someone's name, if their favorite's not up top, that might be a challenge. It might be, might hurt that candidate.
It's a long ballot, and the people with the Jason, it's just so superficial. The people with the short name and the long name have the advantage. Lupe Valdez is a good ballot name, but then if they look down, Democrats who are older, who voted for Yarborough, Senator Ralph Yarborough, Yarborough's for court. We've had all the good and bad Yarboroughs over the years. We've had the good Yarboroughs, the bad Yarboroughs, and the nobody Yarboroughs. Grady is somebody who doesn't spend any money or campaign, but keeps getting nominated by Democrats because his name is Yarborough. It's entirely possible they would pick out the short name like Jeff Payne or a long name like Yarborough.
Does this go to a runoff, or is there a clear winner after the March 6th primary for Democrats?
Didn't we just say we had a long list of names?
10% for 10%.
So you think it'll be split up enough?
I think 35 to 40% for Andrew White and 10 to 15% for everybody else.
It is definitely going into a runoff. I think the question at this point, as Bud indicated, who will be in it?